Hi, everybody.
Hi, we are so glad you're here. We need your opinion. We have an outdated kitchen. We have a kitchen with 90s honey oak cabinets,
That typical oak cabinet
the
doors.
builder grade doors, but they're in perfect condition. They have lasted through our kids being really young and they are still perfect. And I'm not interested in painting them. I just think with our lifestyle, it's going to chip. I have painted furniture for many years, and anything, I've never found a paint that can withstand really high usage. I'm really not interested in sanding them all down. How about you?
No, that would take forever.
Forever, and to restain them. So I came up with a theory using color theory to help minimize the orange by using the complementary color in the paint. So I have a theory that if we go with a super bluey green dark paint, it's going to help minimize the orange. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe.
But you're game for the experiment.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
we're going to try it. I picked out a color that I love no matter what, whether it works or not. And we know it's an experiment. We're going to see what happens. So anyway, we would love your opinion. We would love to know what you think. Please stay to the end so you can see the finished result and tell us if you think we hit our goal of minimizing the orange and updating our cabinets, or updating our kitchen. And as with all renos, we know we're going to run into some problems.
Yes, we've done some things with this house before, and it's taken 10 times longer than we thought.
Yeah, our house was built in the 60s, and it doesn't have drywall. It has gyprock. So there's always challenges you haven't thought of. So we'll see what happens. We're up for the adventure. So stick around and we'll see how this all goes. Okay, so again, this is the before. Overall, we're keeping our old appliances. They work so well. They're easily repaired. We're going to keep those till they die. So I can live with that. And we don't know what we're doing with the floor yet. That's going to be done afterwards. So here we are. Our original kitchen. So the plan is change the wainscoting. I'm going to stain all the wood a medium brown, kind of similar to the oak piece here. And then we're going to paint the walls a super dark green. And we'll go from there. And we'll see if I can achieve my goal of pulling out some of these orange tones and making it more of a neutral brown. Okay, so this is the quarter round that's going to go on the bottom of our cladded wall, and this is the cap piece, and then this is the door to the pantry I was telling you about that I sanded yesterday. So I am going to stain them all. We're using Minwax Early American. I want a warm mid-tone brown, so we'll see what happens. So that's where we are. Hi. Okay, so today is the day we're tackling our mini reno in the kitchen. So we are starting just by moving some stuff around, cleaning some stuff out. And then what are we going to do? You're going to work on the wainscoting?
Yeah.
And I'll start painting. Okay, so you're going to rip all this off.
Yep.
And then we bought new wood, which I showed you before. Here it is stained. That's going to replace that. The door's downstairs. And then you can see we're starting to rip things apart. We've got the wainscoting here as well. And then I'm going to start painting. And we're going with the Bear Dynasty. And I went with Dark Everglade. So we'll see if my theory about it taking the red and orange out works. Okay, that's all right.
That's insane. Look.
Okay, why isn't this rolling? Okay, there we go. Okay, this is absolute bullshit that this is one coat paint. Look at that. be lucky if that's 2-coat paint.
This is fucking ridiculous. They got a whole fucking can of nails in here.
Okay, so this is what Chris just found. Look, we're taking off the wainscoting, and this was the board that it hung on. Look at the nails to hang up trim. So needless to say, Chris has said a few 4-letter words. Look at that. That's insane. That's a weapon. So here's the first coat. This is supposed to be a 1-coat paint. I don't know if it's because it's dark going over light. I don't know. So far, I am not super impressed. Sideways. Okay, so this is definitely not a 1-coat paint for me. You can see where it got the 1 coat, and then you can see where it cut in the 2nd coat and done a 2nd coat over there. The 2nd coat looks good, but this is definitely not a 1-coat paint, so I'm just hoping I've got plenty of paint to do the room, because I should, if it would have been 1 coat as they said it should be. So we'll see, and this is where we are over here. I got 1 coat on the wall, just put a 2nd coat at the bottom where Chris is going to be putting the wood, and you can... Okay, so this is where we are. We're 3 hours into it. Chris has completed this wall pretty much, huh?
Pretty much. Just have to put on this top trim.
And it looks amazing. The paint it's double coated just at the bottom so Chris could finish the wall. This paint is truly a trying experience. Look at it.
Should we bring this right to the edge?
Yes.
Even with that rounded piece there? I don't think it'll really matter. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Or we could, the other alternative is to do that.
No, I don't like
Yeah, I think so too. Then I was thinking, should we taper this?
Yeah.
But I don't think. I think it looks good square.
Okay. This paint, the idea that this paint is 1 coat is laughable. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. We had a pale yellow paint, as you saw. This is crazy. Now, this is the only thing that's pulling me through. This is 2 coats. And the color is fantastic. So that's 2 coats. Above is 1 coat. There's a huge difference. So, and it's okay. I don't mind doing 2 coats, but they sell you the paint saying it's going to be 1 coat, and it's not. But anyway, so we have 2 coats on the bottom part here, 1 coat up top, 1 coat on most of this wall. Chris has finished this, or will be done in a minute. 1 coat over here. Chris is then going to work on that wall, and I'm going to work on the painting up there and here, and then we should be good. So this is where we are. It is now 4:15. The kitchen is a disaster, and we're exhausted and starving. And you can see this wall ended up taking 3 and 4 coats in some spots, which seems absolutely ridiculous for a 1 coat paint. But anyway, you can see Chris is just making the trim for around the pantry door. And that's the fridge just pulled out of place. So anyway, we're getting there, but we're not there yet. That wall still needs a lot of work. Okay, so it's done. We finished the project. It was more trying than expected, I think. But it turned out well. I'm not even sure. It didn't go as expected. The painting took much more than I ever expected it would. And
the wainscoting took way longer to take off than I thought it would. It went up really quickly though.
It did.
And it looks really nice. I like it.
It does. And it's really nice and clean and it looks good. But I don't know, what do you think of the kitchen overall?
I like it.
Yeah, you like the color?
It's got a homey feel from like your childhood, in like the 70s or 80s.
We're not
Kind
sure.
of that wood paneling look.
Yeah, we're not sure if it doesn't resemble the basements from our childhood. But anyway, we're still really close to it. We're not sure how much we love it or not. I think we love it, but we're not sure yet. But now it's your turn. We want your opinion. Tell us, what do you think? Did we achieve our goals? Did we minimize the orange in the cabinets? I'm not really sure. In certain lights, it certainly seems like we did. In others, I'm not so sure. But what do you think? Did we modernize the kitchen at all, or did we take it back to the 70s? And just overall, what do you think? We'd love to hear. So please put it in the comments. We'd love to hear everybody's opinions. Thanks so much for spending time with us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.